Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4, and today we're going to be taking a look at Tom Sykes' Ducati made within Ride 4, courtesy of our very own ace, SirChioXXIII. He's done an excellent job replicating this Ducati, and I can't wait to try it out here today, here in Donington Park. So into Redgate for the very first time. There's a crash ahead of us. Thankfully we are able to avoid the strewn motorcycle of Charlie McGrath, but never mind, back to the action unfolding right now. So Tom Sykes, of course, returning back to the British Superbike paddock, which I'm super excited about. I think he should have stayed in World Superbike. I don't know how he wasn't offered a better seat than the BMW, but still, I'm very, very pleased to get him back into British Superbike. It's been 2006, I do believe, 2009, I think it was the last time he was here. Yeah, 2009, I believe it was, when Tommy Sykes was last in British Superbike, and 5 victories to his name and a couple of podiums. I think he's going to do better than that, of course, no doubt, this year in British Superbike. Now, of course, if you are a big British Superbike fan, let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know your picks for the BSB Championship this season. I've got to be honest with you, you can't fault Taz McKenzie for a possible double, but I still am sticking with who I thought was going to win it last season, and that was Jason O'Halloran. So I'm going to stick with Jason O'Halloran for now. I would like to say Tommy Sykes, but you never know. And of course, you can't forget about Peter Hickman, Tommy Bridewell, Josh Brooks, Christian Idden, the Irwin brothers, and of course, a returning Leon Haslam as well. So British Superbike is going to be absolutely brilliant this season. It looks like it's already going to be hotting up from the testing that I've seen so far. But I really cannot wait, and I hope Sergio is prepared to be making a lot more British Superbike liveries this season, because we're going to need it. However, speaking of Ride 4, I've still got a bit in the tank left for Ride 4. He's just dived up with the inside of David Peckinham, as that was a beautiful move. I love that lunge up into McLean's. It's not an easy overtake to do, but I am very, very much a fan of making that move. And look who's ahead of us, Johnny Glamour, the number 89, the absolutely legendary British man, of course, ahead of us on track. Right now, sharing the same Ducati Panigale V4R. It would have been even better if he was using Sergio's MCE Ducati livery, but unfortunately that isn't the case, as we get very close into the left-hander for the Goddards, and that little change direction. And now, of course, 3 seconds is the lead to Renato Banfi. You may be able to tell, or you may not be able to tell, but I am taking this very, very steady. I always do for Ride 4, because the AI, well, they suck. They're so slow. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'll just take it steady, enjoy a nice calm pace, and then start chucking in those faster lap times. But for the time being, I am so into MotoGP right now because of the difficult AI. I'm going to say difficult in comparison to Ride 4. The reality is they aren't difficult, they're just a little bit better than Ride 4. They're a bit more competitive. But honestly, some tracks they do give you a bit of a run for your money, but I digress from that for now. I'm really into MotoGP 21 at the minute, and I don't think I'll be doing much more Ride 4 content for a while. I'll return back to it as the year progresses, but for now, I'm focusing all in on MotoGP 21. Got a lot of videos planned, got a lot of things to do on it, so I cannot wait. And of course, when I say MotoGP, I'm referring to MotoGP 22, which is literally a week away from the time of me recording this right now. I cannot wait for the drop of the 22nd installment of MotoGP. But now approaching the 4th lap here in Donington Park, just going into Redgate for the 4th time of asking. 2.6 seconds is the gap to Banfi, which is leading this Grand Prix right now. I don't know how long the Italian will lead this one. I can't imagine it being much longer. Isaac Burt, ooh, goodness me, that was a bit too close to the crane of curves there. Almost making a bit of a mistake, just touching the rumble strip, just sliding it ever so slightly. Panigale's not a fan of that. Now, when I was racing and doing this video, I had flashbacks of doing the time trial here, where I actually got the world record. And it was my very first world record in Ride 4, and it was right here in Donington Park using the Ducati Panigale V4R. That was with the Scott Redding livery, as a matter of fact. Now I come to think about it, that was before they changed the game. And when I say they changed the game, they actually changed the speed of each bike. Every single bike got significantly quicker. One of the most important ones for me was the Cadwell Park world record I had with the Suzuki Hayabusa. It was an awful bike, and I still hate that bike, but before the update it was even more sluggish and even more a bus, not a booster, a busser compared to what it is. And I remember my lap times getting smashed. I did the time trial before the update came out, and when the update arrived, my times were significantly slower than everyone else's due to the update. So I don't remember if the Donington Part 1 was then changed again. I don't know if I came back and did it once more, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll come back to it at one point and use the Tommy Sykes livery over the Scott Redding one. But now onto the right-hand side, we'll go for McLean's, running a little bit deeper there for turn 7, but Isaac Burns and Banfi ahead of us by 1.5 seconds. It's now dropping to about 1.3 seconds, so it's probably just a matter of time. I did run the soft option front and rear to try and make it a little bit more difficult for myself. The time is actually going rather quickly as well. I think it's 1 time 60. So towards the end of this Grand Prix, we could be looking at 0 tyres left and also a very dark track, as goodness me, a massive mistake there onto the left-hand side into Goddard's. We almost threw this one away. It wouldn't even just be a podium, it would be a potential victory because we are charging now, pursuing Isaac Burns, the fellow British rider. And speaking of British riders, look at all them in the top 6. Only Renato Banfi is not from the UK in that top 6. That's incredible. Donington Park is adored by many, but especially the Brits. So into the right-hand side for Old Hairpin, losing 70,000th of a second, which is not really anything to be too concerned about, and I'm not really trying to chuck in the fastest lap times right now. I'm just trying to have some fun, chilling, enjoying my time with Tom Sykes' MCE Ducati, and of course, by the time you're watching this now, probably free practices on or qualifying, so let me know how things are getting on. I'm probably watching it right now, so if speaking to you in the future, I hope Tommy Sykes is doing well, and I hope Jason O'Halloran's up there as well. Of course, let me know who your favourites are, as mentioned earlier. Of course, if you are enjoying this video so far, be sure to hit the subscribe button for a lot more content. But onto the right side, oh, Banfi! No, it's not Banfi, it's Burns! Isaac Burns just throwing it down the scenery into Goddard's, and that is absolutely, yeah, maybe, I don't know, I think that is absolutely, really scuppered our chances there. That is a big mistake from Isaac Burns. The good news is that with Isaac Burns dropping behind, Johnny Glamour could potentially have a podium. And also the good news is that I've got to get 2.5 seconds caught up in a penultimate lap. We're on the penultimate lap now, so we've got less than 2 laps remaining, guys. Oh my goodness, this could be a little bit too tight. As you can see, it's getting a little bit darker now. The soft option tyres are towards their limit. We're going to have to really push now. 5 cents of a second has been taken away from the Italian ahead of us. Braking firm now for the right-hander. We have gained a 1/10.5 compared to our fastest lap, which was set earlier on of a 1:03.826. Bringing on the power now. Front and rear both look very orange as we slam onto the brakes. A lot of rear brake being applied for the right-hander for Goddard. So get to the left-hand side. Be careful not to touch the rumble strip. We have taken a whole second away from the Italian ahead of us. Across the line we will go. It is our fast lap of the Grand Prix, a 1:03.757 into Redgate as the things are looking a bit darker now, ladies and gentlemen. Just approaching 10 to 6 here. It's getting really dark. 25 degrees air temperature as we now launch it to the right-hand side for the crane of curves. Things are getting really dark now. Oh, goodness me. We don't have any lights. This is going to be a difficult one. Up by 0.2 of a second into the first sector. Renato Banfi, how's your luck, mate? Renato Banfi, can you hold us back? To the left-hand side for 6. Turn to the right-hand side now for 7 for McLean's. Keeping it nice and tight, keeping it nice and pristine, bringing on the power, trying to keep the front wheel down as we are now right on the cusp. We're on the precipice of possibly moving ahead of the Italian. 0.5 of a second is the gap, 0.4 of a second, 0.3 of a second. Bring on the power, bring on the speed, slam on the brakes into the final corner, up into Goddard's, right boot touching the floor, up on the inside of Renato Banfi. Left it late, but by heck, we got it done. Wow, what a victory. That one was pretty special. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did, and of course if you enjoyed Sergio's fantastic work, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.